Hey everybody, Chris Hunter with the Hunter Super Techs. And I was just talking to a couple of other leaders here in the company about an issue that we had and really hit home. So I thought I might want to share this. Some really good insight came out of it. But we had an instance here not too long ago where I had corrected somebody for doing something in the office, and I really didn't think anything about it. I just, hey, we should have done this instead of this. Kind of haphazardly gave my advice. Didn't think anything about it. Nothing else was said. But later, I discovered that a comment was made, and it really struck me off that this person thought they were in trouble. And I was thinking, trouble? What in the world? No, it wasn't trouble. It was I was just trying to help. It's the difference between coaching and disciplining. So if you think about like a coach, and he's got a football team, and a player misses a block. Well, the coach wants to help. He wants to correct that person and show him, how to catch that block, because then he can protect the quarterback that may be even able to score on that play if he was able to catch that block. It was very important. It wasn't in trouble. Trouble is the player skipped practice, and now he's in trouble for doing that. So as a leader, I think it's very important to know how to correct your team in a way that they don't feel like they're in trouble and make the mistake that I made. And so I've got some good advice. I got some really good tactics on how to correct someone on your team and do it in a loving way where you don't damage your respect or relationship, and they don't feel like they're in trouble. They can surely feel that you've got their best interest at heart and you truly want them to win. But so the secret to the whole thing is to connect before you correct. So good leaders, you got to earn the right to be able to help that person. You have to earn their respect, you have to connect with them, and then you've earned the right to help them improve. So here's some way that you can do that. So number one, when you need to make a correction with somebody, always look for the good first. Don't go haphazardly like I did. Go look for the good first in the person. Number two, identify what you can affirm about the person and the position that they play on the team. You got to let them know how important they are and the position that they hold in retrospect to the whole team. Number three, be specific about your encouragement. Be very specific about what you're helping them to do. Number four, now it's time to note what needs to be changed. Number five, challenge the person to grow through the change and help you. People love a challenge. They'll rise to it. Number six, tell them why the change is important. Don't just tell them I need you to do this. Explain to them why, the why behind why you need them to do that. Number seven, express confidence in them that they can do it. Once someone knows that you're confident they can do it, it kind of builds their confidence, and they're ready to tackle it, and they can do whatever you want them to do. And number eight, follow up and catch them doing it right. That's the important part. Always catch them doing it right and really recognize them for it. So now that behavior is rewarded. They've got encouraged. They feel important. And it wasn't I got in trouble. It was you really cared enough about them to help and coach them to grow to catch that block, or whatever it may be, So let me give you a specific example of a time that I did this. You can kind of watch this process through here as well. So number one was look for the good first. So I had a person, our on-call CSR, we have a process to follow. And one of those is asking a specific set of questions. If one of these questions get missed, it's an issue. It really is. It can cause issues for the technician. We might not be able to collect. So in this particular instance, what was getting missed was she was not asking for how they were going to pay on today's service call. So I had to confront. So I knew I needed to connect before I corrected. So step one, look for the good first. I complimented her for taking the after hours calls. This is a big deal, and I really appreciated her doing that. So I tried to connect and let her know that I really did appreciate her. Number two is identify and affirm the person and the position on the team. So I was able to let her know how important that job is, how much it helps our customers, how much it helps our technicians, having somebody in their corner that's actually communicating beforehand and getting this critical information. So number 3 was be specific about the encouragement. So I referenced today's calls, in specific. I tell you what, I really appreciate you helping so-and-so today and handling all these customers. This has been really, really good for you to do that. Number 4 was note what needs to be changed. Now it's kind of the hard part. So I said, I did notice something. I noticed that our scripted questions, the last one was being missed. It was? Yeah. And the last one is, how are they going to pay for today's service? So that brings me to number 5, challenge the person to grow through the change. So I said, can you help me, really, as we're moving forward, that we can capture that on every call? Can you help me do that? I think you can do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can definitely do that. So now it's back to the why. Number 6 is tell them why the change is important. And I said, look, your job is so critical. If you can set the stage and ask these critical questions before the technician even goes there, you may bring out the issue beforehand before the tech has to drive all the way there. Because what if, you asked them, oh, by the way, how are you going to pay today? They might have said, oh, well, I don't have any money. Okay, now we got it out on the table. Let's talk about, do we need a payment plan? Do we need financing? What do we do? Do we need to schedule it for another date? Whatever it is, we got it out on the table. 2, it sets the stage for them. They know, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to pay today, so I might as well get my checkbook ready or my credit card, however it may be. So explaining how important that was, how much time it could save that technician. He could go and do his job properly and collect on the job, and maybe avoid a miscommunication where maybe he went out there and they couldn't pay, or they didn't know they were supposed to, and now he's just taken away several hours from his family that day. So it's very important. Number 7, express the confidence that they can do it. So this is back to affirming. I let her know, hey, I know you can do this. You're doing an awesome job, and I really, really appreciate you. And number 8, follow up and catch them doing it right. The very next call that came in, bam, there it was. Last question, how are you going to pay for today's services? And she got it. They're paying with check or whatever it was. So I immediately followed up and said, hey, awesome job. That one was perfect. That's what I'm talking about. I knew you could do it, and let her know how important it was. So maybe some of that'll help you guys. 8 steps, how to connect before you correct. And also let your team know that any act of coaching comes out of love and desire for them to succeed. And it's not a matter of you're in trouble. It's a matter of, I'm here. I want to help you grow and do the best job that you can do so we can all as a team win. So hope that helps. Thank you.